Speak version equals 1.0 XMLNS equals http://www.w3.org/2001/10/synthesis. XMLNS. MSDTS equals https://www.w3.org/2001/MSDTS Lang equals NUS. Voice name equals NUS Neural. MSDTS. Express as style equals SAD. Style degree equals 1.8. Prosody rate equals -18%. Pitch equals -10%. I am 98 years old. I'm telling you now, something that has haunted me my entire life, something my family and friends have never known. My father, God rest his soul, lied to me. Lied to me about the reason I had to leave school in the 5th grade. They said it was because of the war, that we couldn't afford to keep me in school anymore. But it wasn't the war. I remember walking out of that school for the last time, feeling so ashamed. I felt so useless. They lied to me. I was completely wrong, thinking all these years that it was something that I had control over. The war, the economy, something bigger than me. But it was something much closer to home. My father was having an affair with my teacher, and I was getting in the way. You see, in the small town of Greenfield, Massachusetts, 1947, this was a secret that had to be kept. My parents, my family, they were good people, but they were bound by the social norms of their time. They said I had to leave school for the war effort, so I wouldn't become a burden to the family. But the truth was, my parents were embarrassed. They were ashamed of my father's actions. I spent my entire life trying to make up for what I felt was my fault. I worked hard, got a good job, started a family of my own. But all these years, I couldn't shake off that feeling of guilt, that feeling of being a burden, that feeling that I didn't measure up. Nobody told me this. Nobody ever shared this with me. My father took it to his grave. But now, I'm 98 years old. I'm telling you. I'm telling you because I want you to know that you're not alone. You don't have to carry this burden anymore. It's not your fault. I was completely wrong, thinking that I was the problem. I was wrong to think that I wasn't good enough. But the truth was, my father's actions, not mine, were the reason I left school. It's not okay to leave children to deal with the shame and guilt of their parents' actions. It's not okay to lie to them, to make them believe they're responsible for something that's not their fault. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that this is all water under the bridge, that it's all in the past. But let me tell you, it's not. This lie, this deception, it has a lasting impact. It affects the way we live our lives. It affects the way we love ourselves. It affects the way we treat others. But wisdom comes with age. And I've learned that it's never too late to heal. It's never too late to find the truth. It's never too late to forgive ourselves and others. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. Forgiveness means acknowledging the pain and choosing not to let it define us. As I look back on my life, I see all the things I've accomplished. I see all the people I've loved. I see all the memories I've made. And I see this one lie, this one deception, that almost destroyed me. But it didn't. It didn't because I chose to see it for what it was. I chose to face it head on. And I chose to forgive myself and my father. I chose to see that we were both victims of our time, victims of the social norms that bound us. So, I'm sharing this with you, in the hopes that you'll see that you're not alone, that you're not the only one who's been lied to, who's been deceived, who's been made to feel guilty for something that's not their fault. You are not alone. And to those of you who are still carrying this burden, I want you to know that it's okay to let go. It's okay to forgive. It's okay to love yourself for who you are. And it's okay to stand up for yourself, to demand the truth, to demand love and respect. And to my family, to my children and grandchildren, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm proud of you. You've grown up to be amazing people, kind and compassionate and strong. You've made me proud. And to my viewers, if this story has reached your heart, please subscribe. I still have things to say. I still have stories to share. I'm 98 years old, and I'm not done yet. If this reached your heart, please subscribe. /prosody, /MSDTS, express as, /voice, /speak.